Hi, my name is Brianna Vargas, and this is my Interactive Advanced Concepts Presentation 1 for General Chemistry 1. Here you can see my materials. I have the salt, pepper, and that deflated balloon that will be inflated after. Here is the plate that the salt and pepper will be on, as well as the inflated balloon. I place the pepper first and then the salt. Continue to do so, putting the salt and pepper together, mixing it on the plate until it is almost full. This slowdown clip shows me placing the salt and pepper on the plate and continue to do so for all these next steps. Now you can see that the salt and pepper have been mixed onto the plate, and I will continue on with the next steps. After the salt and pepper were mixed together on the plate, I took the balloon filled with air and rubbed it against my head. As I held the balloon over the salt and pepper mixture, I saw what was beginning to happen. Mentioned in the salt mining description, an ion is an atom that has either a net positive or negative charge. Balloons, when rubbed against surfaces, can build up a negative charge. Therefore, I believed that with the negative charge of my hair, the hair particles, it would cause a positively static charge, as when placed in front of a positively charged object, the two will attract. Continuing on with this experiment, I had to reread the directions just to make sure that I was following them all accurately. The hair rubbed on the balloon did have a static positive charge. After I moved it onto the plate, you can see on the balloon that there was peppers on the rim of the balloon. Salt is a seasoning and pepper is a spice. Salt enhances flavor, while pepper adds flavor. Therefore, once the balloon touched the plate, the pepper attracted to the balloon due to the static from the hair and the other reactions, whereas the salt stayed on the plate and repelled from the balloon. Ultimately, it was found that opposites attract. I did not believe that this experiment was going to work in the beginning because of many different factors. One being that the environment could have played a role in this experiment, as I had the door open and that could have caused other particles to come in and interact with the net charges. Another factor that could have played a role in this experiment and its outcome was having the balloon being filled with air versus helium, and those different components could have impacted the reaction to the salt and pepper as well as the static rubbing on my hair. This is something to consider because every element is different and therefore have different chemical properties that interact differently with other substances. Choosing a light pink color for the balloon could have also impacted the way that it would interact with the salt and pepper, that mixture, because of the lightness of the color and the dye. Had this been a darker colored balloon, it could have also impacted the way that the latex and the dark colored dye would have interacted with the salt and pepper mixture. I also believe that the size and weight of the balloon did impact the reaction between the salt and pepper mixture when it interacted because of the following. The hair was the stimulant into the balloon. As it rubbed on its surface, it created the force that was needed to interact with the salt and pepper mixture. As the salt and pepper have different weights as well, this connection allowed for the forces to connect and those to repel as well. Not been a stimulant using my hair being rubbed on the balloon, I do not believe that this experiment would have worked because the hair and the actions of rubbing it on the balloon became the driving force, creating the reactions to occur in future trials. I appreciate this experiment because I had a first-hand experience on understanding the basics of chemistry along with tying in physics and other forms of science that are essential in science and medical research. As a recent Master of Science in Public Health graduate, through years of research and combining what I have learned thus far, I can attest that the smallest and easiest projects and research sometimes can have different explanations and factors to fully make up and understand a project as a whole. I am excited to further my knowledge in this discipline and further into the field of science as well as in this course throughout this term. Thank you for your time in listening to this presentation.